Hey friends, so I am back with a two-page Project Life spread, and I figured I would show the process for both of them because I want both of these pages to essentially go together. So first I'm just going to go through my Project Life kits from November and December, and I'm just going through the Project Life cards and seeing if any of them fit the bill. And then as you can see, that card I just put down with like the speckled and white, that's going to be kind of like the card that brings everything together. I'm trying to have some of them have that speckled white and navy blue colors. I don't know why I chose that one. I just saw a couple cards that matched. So I figured I would make one, that big event, the journaling card, so I could write about what happened. And then I'm just going to choose some black and white cards as well to fill in the ones in the middle. So I won't make you watch me cut every single Project Life card, but that is what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to place them within their areas. So just focusing in on this page, I'm going to just try and embellish a couple of the photos as well as embellish some of the Project Life cards as well. I always find that word stickers are a perfect thing to add. It adds a little bit of saying, almost like journaling, but not really. But if you could find the right word stickers, then it's pretty easy to kind of make them kind of like a fun saying or words. And then I'm putting a gray dot and going to just keep that there. Just kind of like as if you were adding enamel dots. I kind of felt like that would be a good addition. And then what you don't see me is cutting out a piece of paper that looks like a flag, and that's speckled white and navy blue. So I'm going to add that to the top of this card. Just going to glue that down. I felt like it would be a really good way to tie it in. I wish I had some alphas in retrospect that could write Chicago across this photo. But alas, I didn't. I could have went to my stash, but just wanted to kind of make this simple and easy, get it documented. I'm trying to finish up my 2016, so that'll be just completely done. So I'm kind of focusing on using up my stash and getting everything documented in 2016 that hasn't been documented yet. I'm also using that like Pink Fresh Studio, Indigo Hills hearts, and only because I felt like some of that navy blue and white, even though it's a floral pattern, not a speckled pattern, kind of matches. And you know, there's a girl in this that kind of has a floral shirt as well, so I thought maybe that would fit too. So I'm going to add a lot of these hearts all throughout the Project Life 2 pages just to tie everything together. And then right now I'm just going to cut out a label that has space to write, so I can just write in that we were on a boat trip. And it was really fun. We went down the river and onto Lake Michigan. That was our like summer work party, and it's really fun. I mean, everyone at the work is invited, and we can drink and eat and have fun. It's just a good way to like relax and kind of they show appreciation. We have a summer party and a Christmas party. So this was the summer party that we went to. And then sometimes I do like to embellish the cards. Sometimes I think that the pattern is busy enough already, but I figured I would add a couple more of these word stickers and then kind of doodle on the card to make it a little bit more personalized. And I do feel like adding just, you know, a little bit to each card. Even if you're not like using a bunch of stuff or you know creating these elaborate embellishments, I feel like adding a little bit to a card can just show a little bit more. You're adding a little bit more of a personal touch, but also not taking as much time. And then I think I'm pretty much done. I might add a little bit more later, but I'm going to type up the journaling. And I did a really good job spacing it in the beginning with my typewriter, and then I couldn't keep the spacing right. But that doesn't really bother me. And then not only that, but I accidentally kept some of it on caps lock and some of it not. So yeah, still learning how to use the typewriter, to be honest. And then I figured I would just add like a little cluster of these hearts, kind of like I did on the right with the word stickers. And when you don't see me for a while, it's because I'm trying to peel off the backing of these chipboard hearts. I just have a really hard time with chipboard and peeling off the backing. It's actually kind of bad. Sometimes I'll even peel off the adhesive completely, and then I'll just be stuck with the cardboard. Does anyone else have that problem? So that's pretty much it for that page, and then I'm going to add my embellishments to this page. So I'm going to add more of the hearts and more of the enamel dots and word stickers to kind of tie it all together. And I'm also going to just add a little bit of journaling, even though it really isn't anything. I just wrote the name, that this was a picture of Selma and I. This was one of my coworkers. And I'm going to add a little heart right to the side of it because I knew I wasn't going to write like a whole lot, but I just wanted to add a little bit more. Because I wrote a good amount in my journaling, I didn't really feel the need to write little journaling in my labels, but sometimes I do really like adding like the names of the people that are in the photo or kind of where we're at that time. So I just wrote the names of her and I. And then I'm going to add some word stickers to this picture. Again, just tying it in to the last page and adding some fun words. I think word stickers have been like a staple to my project life this past year, for sure, and I love that Citrus Twist gives you a ton of them because I feel like I'm never really like running out of them. I used to like covet them, but now I'm just trying to like use it up and get it on the page. So I looked up the date of when this was and I added it to this very conveniently made Project Life card because it had a little label on there anyway, so I just wrote the date. I probably could have added a little bit of journaling right at the bottom, and I might later, but for now I think that this will be good. Like I mentioned before, I didn't really have any alphas that I loved and matched these pictures, so I am going to just write on this label that this was our summer party, and then I'm going to add it to this card. And below I'm going to embellish as well. I think I just added another one of those hearts. And as you guys can tell, this wasn't anything crazy, just a lot of like little embellishments that I tied together through everything. Just to kind of make it look a little bit more cohesive, and this didn't take me too much time at all, maybe about 20 minutes. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know that this is the first time I've kind of done like a double page Project Life spread. If this is something that you're interested in seeing more of, because I do this quite often, feel free to let me know. Give it a thumbs up and I'll try and add a couple more into the mix. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more. And thanks for watching. Bye!